Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louvre here at The Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from April 15th to May 15th. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Scorpio, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, Scorpio, so your challenge from mid-April to mid-May is the Two of Swords. Okay. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Judgment in reverse. Okay. So for you, Scorpio, your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the Two of Swords energy. Now, the Two of Swords can mean a number of things. In this instance, I am getting, there's a very strong energy of being closed off, okay? Closed off to something, not being open to something, not seeing something for what it is. And this could be blocking some sort of, energy that you're looking to come into your life at this time. We're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information on your challenge when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the recent past, Scorpio, you have the Temperance, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So in the recent past, I do get a sense here that you wanted some sort of answer. You wanted some sort of truth, some sort of clarity in the past. And it took quite some time for this to come in, possibly. It did lead to some sort of uncertainty, some sort of anxiety, fear, stress. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, Scorpio, you have the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Sun. Now, one of the things that you may not realize is Mercury is going to be retrograding on approximately, I believe, April 21st. That's when it finally starts. We are currently in the shadow period, so you could be feeling some slowdowns, things maybe not moving as quickly as you want them to, and that's why the Temperance was here in the past. There is a possibility that you may decide to reconcile with someone, come back together with someone here, and it may lead to a new opportunity that can lead to tons and tons of happiness for you. This is something that may happen out of the blue, something that you may not expect. We're going to find out more about this for you when we clarify. In the near future, Scorpio, you have the King of Wands, the Empress, and the Ten of Cups. So in the near future, I do see an opportunity here for you to have the happiness that you're seeking. The Ten of Cups is here, which is beautiful. And you have the King of Wands with the Empress. So there's something here about being recognized finally for something, being seen for something here, maybe that you've created, that you're finally manifesting into this happiness. Now, what you don't see coming out the bottom of the deck, you have the Judgment. You have the Judgment in reverse. So for you, Scorpio, with the Judgment in reverse, I'm getting that you may not see or realize, something here that's happening, okay, in the month of April and May. And this is because during this period of time, it's going to be Mercury retrograde happening in your 7th house, which means anything to do with business, anything to do with marriage, relationship, commitment, the other, okay, is going to be highlighted during this period of time. So we're going to get into your reading. We're going to clarify. We're going to see what you need to know and what you need to prepare for during this period, okay? All right. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. Okay, so the Two of Swords is clarified by the King of Swords. You have the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So your biggest challenge between now, mid-April, and mid-May is the fact that I feel that this has a lot to do with somebody that you love or someone that you may be in a relationship with. There's this really strong energy of being closed off. I don't know if this is you or your person, because this is your challenge. You may be dealing with someone here who comes across as being extremely closed off to you, and you may be trying to make sense of this. Okay. And that's the biggest challenge, right? Because you want some form of clarity. You want some sort of truth. You want to know what's really going on. Your biggest challenge here is the fact that either you're offering love to someone or you're offering some sort of opportunity to them, and they just remain being closed off to you. And even though the signs, the synchronicities of this person maybe not wanting you or maybe not being available to you are there, a lot of you are ignoring that and you're still holding on to it. But it's emotionally affecting you on a deep level. And that's the biggest challenge, right? Because between mid-April and mid-May, during this Mercury retrograde, a lot of you are really going to maybe close yourself off and go within and really try to make sense of why this is all happening. Okay, because there may be a decision here that has to be made about whether or not you want to continue this. Okay, because something here doesn't seem to be the way it was before. It's changed, it's different. All right, so your biggest challenge here is not to just shut yourself off and leave everything status quo, but to really look at why this is happening and what you can learn from this situation in order to be able to move forward. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing as your challenge. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Death, and the 3 of Wands. So in the recent past, Scorpio, I do get a sense here that you may have been worried about a new beginning here in the past. You may have been worried about whether or not you wanted to move forward with a particular person in a new direction. I do feel in the past the truth was revealed, or someone here found the truth out with the Ace of Swords. Tell me more about the recent past for Scorpio. You have the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. Yes. So it's interesting. I just said, you know, the truth was revealed, and the 7 of Swords with the Ace of Swords is here. So someone found something out in the past, which led to this closed off energy in the first place. The 2 of Swords is in the recent past, which is a part of your challenge. So here's what's happening. Your challenge is very much connected to something that has been brought to light. Either you don't want to see it, or you're not recognizing it because you don't want to confront it. Or you're dealing with someone who is doing this. And at the same time, this person is still holding on to the idea as if everything's fine and everything's okay. So in the past, it took time for you to realize something. It took time for you to see something clear. But when you started to see this, you started to realize, wow, you know, I maybe have to move into a new direction. Maybe it's time for me to move on from this in the past. And that's what created a lot of fear and anxiety, Scorpio, because you're a fixed sign. You don't like change. You prefer not to change. You prefer not to change the course that you are taking. You like to be in a place of being comfortable instead of having to start something new. So that's what I feel happened here in the past, which is very much connected to your challenge for the coming month. Okay. Now let's talk about the present moment. Now in the present moment with the 3 of Cups, there is a chance of reconciliation coming back together with a particular person. Some of you may not be interested in reconciling with someone from the past. If this is not about reconciliation, this is about starting something new, okay? Just like I said in the past, you know, you knew that you needed to start something new because something here ended. And I feel whatever ended in the past was outside of your control. This new beginning may be a new job, a new course that you're taking. And I do feel very strongly, Scorpio, that whatever this new beginning is that you're embarking on, there is an investment that is required. And this investment that's required is one that is going to lead to a lot of happiness, especially because the Sun is here. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles in the present moment. You have the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Moon. Depending on the course of action you choose to take, because you do have options, some of you have an option to completely reconcile with someone from the past or move on to maybe someone new who is coming in. Others of you, I'm really strongly getting here with the moon and the Six of Wands. There's a lot of opportunity here for something that is new in your life to lead to success. And it's something that you don't see right now, but over time, if you stick to it, there's an opportunity here because the moon and the Six of Wands is here. And whatever you're choosing, whatever path you're choosing, make sure it's one that you can stick with. It's one that you really and truly want. Tell me more about the Three of Cups in the present moment for Scorpio. You have the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands. I feel in the present moment there's a conflict, especially about whether or not you're going to move towards someone new, okay? I don't feel this conflict has to do with someone else. For some of you, you may meet someone new and there may be a conflict, but I'm not getting that so much. I'm getting an inner conflict. I'm getting this inner conflict where you spend time on your own and you may be thinking to yourself, do I really want to take the time out to meet someone new, to put the effort into meeting someone new? Or do I want to, celebrate being on my own? Okay, that's also a possibility as well too. Or you could be in this place of wanting to go back with someone from the past because it's comfortable, it's easier. But either way, Scorpio, I feel in the present moment, you're in a transition right now. And there's a lot of things that are happening that are really making you in a way reevaluate the direction of your life, the people that you're choosing to have in your life. And I think one of the most important things for you during this transition is your happiness. Wanting to get back to this place of being happy again, wanting to get back to this place of being grounded once again. You have the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you see, there's the Lovers. So this is about you either choosing to be with someone or not. And I do feel right now, a lot of you could be reconciling, or you could be dating, or you could be, moving towards someone here that could potentially lead to, happiness and love, right? So there's an inner conflict happening, but at the same time, if you are embarking on something new, I see it being extremely successful for you if you stick to it. Okay. And if you are currently dating someone or seeing someone, I see it bringing a lot of happiness into your life at this time. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing in the present moment. Now, in the near future, there's this huge abundance of happiness that's finally coming into your life. And I feel this is happening closer to the end of April because there's some sort of meeting, or there's some sort of opportunity here. You could be creating something. Some of you are creating or manifesting something here. Tell me more about the Empress for Scorpio in the near future. So you have the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and you have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So for you in the near future, Scorpio, I do get a sense here that if you are starting something new in the present moment, but you're not really sure of it, in the near future, it looks like you're completely sure of this situation. And the reason why is because something here that you try to make work over and over again, or this could be your person. Some of you were dealing with an Aquarius, maybe a Taurus here. I'm getting a Sagittarius, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Okay, another Scorpio. Something comes to an end here in the near future. And the reason why it's coming to an end is because I feel someone here has constantly tried to make something work. And I feel like this could be you. You've constantly been trying to make something work. And no matter how much you try to make something work, no matter how much you offer your time, your energy, your money, your efforts into the situation, and you continue to hold on to it, it still appears as if it's going to come to an end. And the reason why this is happening is because there's something new that's coming in. Okay, there's a new energy that is coming into your life that you need to make room for. I mean, it's up to you. You don't need to, but it's up to you. In the near future, there's tons and tons and tons of happiness for you. But I feel this happiness only comes in when you make room for it. Okay, and it's going to be very clear why something needs to end. I feel like 2023 is a year of endings for a lot of people, especially with the transitions and the changes of the luminaries in the sky. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups for Scorpio in the near future. You have the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. For many of you, what it looks like is happening is there's going to be an opportunity for an apology, a confession, an opportunity to get clear on something with someone from the past. And this is what's leading to the happiness that you're seeking, because instead of closing yourself off and pretending like there's nothing wrong, it looks like in the near future you're confronting it. And that's you taking responsibility for your happiness. A lot of us don't realize that our happiness is our responsibility. It's not the responsibility of someone else. When we start to expect someone else to bring the happiness that we're looking for within ourselves into our lives, that's when disappointment happens. But I feel very strongly here, Scorpio, that you're going to realize that the only person who has control over your happiness is you. And this is why there is a very strong possibility that in the near future, there's a conversation, there's an opportunity to really have some sort of heart-to-heart conversation about this situation that's really been bothering you. Because there's something here that's been bothering you that either you're not confronting or you don't want to confront because you don't feel like by confronting it, it's going to lead to the change that you're looking for. So this is about you stepping outside of your comfort zone between mid-April and mid-May in order to create the abundance and happiness that you're looking for and not expecting someone else to do that for you. Okay, that's what I see happening here for you in the near future. So there's a huge opportunity. But first, you have to, of course, realize this. This is not something that will happen unless you come to some sort of realization about it. And hopefully this reading has helped you to do that. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. You have the High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. Your biggest piece of advice here is when it comes to love and when it comes to the other person, you know, relationship, business partner, this to me is a relationship because the Lovers is here, a soulmate. Your biggest piece of advice is to ask yourself, what is more effective? Is using your intuition and going within and using the system of spirituality a better approach to love, or, you know, fighting, arguing, and, you know, trying to be right all the time is, you know, the direction that you're taking? This is about what direction you're choosing to take, how you're choosing to approach your relationships, how you're choosing to deal with issues when they come up. In a way, your advice here is to make the right decision when it comes to a test connected to your love life. So a lot of you, the reason why you have the Hermit in the present moment is because a lot of you are going within and trying to make sense of how you can deal with a situation that's leading to a lot of power struggles and conflict. So your biggest piece of advice here, Scorpio, is about you recognizing that you have a choice when it comes to love. Realize and recognize how much you love this person, how strong of a connection you have, and ask yourself, what is the best way for me to deal with conflicts? What is the best way to deal with power struggles? How can I deal with this situation instead of closing myself off from it and pretending like it's not happening? Because whether you choose to deal with it now or you choose to deal with it later, you still have to deal with it. And that's your biggest piece of advice. Choose how you want to approach a situation in order to make it better, because there is an opportunity here. There is an opportunity for you to be happy. There is an opportunity here for you to overcome all your difficulties, but it's very much dependent on how you approach the situation during this time period, okay? So Scorpio, this is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.